everybody? It's your boy Rail back with another review, man. Hey, yo, y'all still woke? Y'all still up? I know it's late, man. I'm trying to squeeze this one in. I'm trying to technically get it in on a Monday. So hopefully this is processed and uploaded by before midnight. I doubt it, but we're gonna try. Anyway, what's popping, y'all, man? This is Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 2, Episode 5th, right? Is it 5? No, Episode 6. Oops. 6 is Episode 6. My bad. That was on me. But I told you. I told you. I knew it. Neek and Warrell was working together with that dude he saved in prison. It all came to the light. But before I get there, let me backtrack. But I be so wrong so many times. I get excited when I'm right. Right? I gotta bask in it, so I'm just gonna chill. Cause we ain't at that part yet. Where do we want to start? How about we start with Juke? Let's get Juke out the way. And I think I'm gonna be right on this. Juke is going dress shopping with her mama, right? She's out there, she's seeing herself, and she's not seeing herself. You feel me? She's looking in the mirror, not seeing Jukebox. But she's enjoying the time with her mom. She's experienced something she's never experienced before. Whether she's rocking with it or not, we saw how agitated she was. Like, is this the last store? We seen that, right? Now, Juke is fine as shit. Let's just get that out the way. Juke all dressed up, and she had to. What was that back there? What was that back there? But anyway, so Juke is setting herself up for yet another heartbreak, and I believe the hot take is her mother is going to expose herself for not being such this nice church lady. Surprise, and Marvin's constant attempts to reconnect will probably come when she gets devastated by her mom. Marvin reacted terribly, but he is very, apologetic and he realizes he did wrong and he hasn't left her. He raised her. He was there. So, hope, I'm thinking she gives him the benefit of the doubt because she's definitely gonna run some this ain't you, this ain't church. And then we seen her interaction with her friends on the street, the dude she used to boost with. And her mama just inserted herself in there, like, excuse me, I'm her mom. What y'all doing is cussing and talking about clothes. I don't know this lingo that y'all saying. But Juke is seeing how other people looking at her, and she took it on the chin though. She didn't really seem so bent out of shape about it. She was like, "Oh, come on, let's finish shopping." So she's looking like she's buying in, but I know that that's bullshit. So this is gonna be bad. And another hot take: when her mother dubs her, when her mother ends up breaking her heart, she's gonna have a solo sad ass song. Now, the real question is, does Juke ever see that studio again? Does she ever write, make music? That I don't know. It's up in the air. That's up in the air. Why is that up in the air? Cause of Lou and what he just ran into recently, but we're not finna get into that either. That ties into the whole Neek situation, everything. So that's Juke's whole debacle. That's her whole storyline. Now, Kanan, though. Let's run on over to Kanan. Kanan this episode leveled up. He get his first mission. He's supposed to learn from the bottom up. So, by that sentence, it lets me know that there's going to be many seasons to come. Because he's starting at the bare minimum. He's starting as a bad guy. Like he's just running from point A to point B. And I can see it where they slowly have him take on different positions before he plots and somehow ends up on top of this, you know, of his mom's organization. And then I think they're further those seasons because we need to see what a young Tommy and Ghost look like. That's really why we was all here. We wanted to see, we thought we was going to get the three of them when we heard Raising Kanan. But it's centered around him. And I believe that this particular chapter in the Powerverse probably will be the best. Right now it's the best. They got the best actors. They got the best storyline. and they could possibly set this up to be better than the original Power, better than the OG Power. I I I I'm just going out on the limb because look at what we got now. We got him coming up, and we all love a good come up story. Patina's got to go down. Marvin got to go down. Lou got to go down. Then they'll just be Kanan at some point. Kanan and Juke. Juke got to turn to a police officer, and Kanan has to meet Ghost and Tommy, like, and we got to see what they were like as kids. So they really set themselves up for success because this is a hit. And yeah. So now his first mission, he was famous. He got a bag of money. Famous got chain. Now they ain't been touched in the streets of New York this entire time. So it's that beef with Neek's guy, but that was really because of Kanan hating, because he liked old girl. Now he's getting robbed, and I was like, that's just how it go too. Sometimes that's just your first day on the job. Some shit happens. We've all been there. We're like excited, like, oh, we about to start getting this paper. You done passed the interview. You done took the drug test. You done used somebody else pee. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all, come on now. I know a few of y'all done put it in the condom, in the prescription bottle, sat it in the motherfucking window shield with the heater, turned the heat on blast so it's a nice warm piss consistency. So by the time you get to the drug test, you in there fumbling with it, and it's ready. I ain't the only one. I know somebody got triggered. I know somebody like, oh shit, Rail's talking to me. We've all been there. Not all. Some of us has always been good. Just wholesome people. But the rest of us, we know how to fake a good old pee test back before weed became legal. But yeah, anyway. And then you get there to the job, and your first day, you fucked up. You done broke something. You done ran to a train. You're late. In his line of profession, he done ran to a nigga just looking for a come up. Don't know what's in the bag. Really want Famous's chain, but here to take everything. And it shows you a different era where even a jacker is a professional. He like, bro, I'm not trying to murder you, but I got the gun. I got the ups on you. Give it up. Don't lose your life over this. Hand it all over. And Kanan knowing that, and you seen the trigger in him, because before he been, he fake gangster. Kanan has went through his levels. He went through fake gangster, fake lover guy. Then he became, you know, smart boy, and now he wants out the game because shooting people is too real. It got too real. And now he's questioning himself and if this is what he wants to do. And now that he is bought in, his face in that scene with the gun in his face, smirking at him like, all right, you got this one. But that's not where this ends. And I knew then, I was like, oh, this is the Kanan that's about to come. This is the Kanan we know. Famous is trying to tell him, like, man, no, he won. It's whatever. And he don't bullshit. He'll really shoot us. He'll fuck us up. Kanan like, word? No, not going down like that. And Kanan don't want to tell nobody that he got jacked. You don't want to say that you got fucked over your first day. You let somebody take your money. Because that's going to ruin his reputation with the people in that apartment building who was already laughing at him, calling him bad boy. So he's on a trajectory to get respected. He has to. It's just not going to be enough for him to be Rock's son. Scrap showed him that. I don't give a damn that you Rock's son. You my boss's son. You know what I'm saying? He's been down this road. He don't want to go down this road. He's got to start earning and showing himself. Like he has to act as though Rock is not his mother. What would he have done if he just joined his organization? He hustling and the bag gets stole. You think he could just run back and motherfuckers be like, "Oh man, it's part of the game. You got it next time." No, you're dead, or they're gonna fuck you up and make you still go get it. Make it right. But he took it on himself to go do it, and I said, "Well done, Kanan." Now he got no weapon. And he got famous. What does he do? Of course, he goes to the new chick he just met. They sitting there chopping it up, the little girl, and he's trying to give her code for why he needs a knife. So Duquesne is ready to put in knife work. And she's like, what? Chefs. What y'all trying to cut up? And I'm not mad at her. Because them dudes is dumb. And the innuendos they was dropping made no sense. They both goofy. So I'm not mad at Shorty for not getting it. Her nasty ass mama though came out the back like, Kanan, I got that knife you looking for. Brings him into the kitchen and say, gives him a gun and go, I think this is the knife you're looking for. Be careful out there, baby. The streets is hard. Streets need a body. And then gave him a kiss on the cheek. I'm like, yo, he's confused. And I'm just like, ma'am, where is the man in your life? Like, a man. Like, what are you doing? You, she's hitting on a teenage boy who sells drugs. Like, who is this chick? I'm starting to think, I think that this really happened to 50. It's too weird. It's too weird. It's too, I don't want to say unnecessary, but it's something to old girl. And because we know that this is loosely based on 50's real life, 50 always starts to get his story out there. So maybe he had an encounter with an older woman that used to look out for him, and he probably was really down for that one. And this is like her homage, like this is her tribute. This nasty mama up in here. That's the best I come up with. If not, then she's got something to do with a larger plan in this whole story. Cause why? Outside of the most disgusting thing, like no, no. And we're not going to talk about double standards. I'm not seeing enough women say, ew, that this is bad. I'm not seeing that in the comments. I should see it. Okay? If the roles were reversed, ladies, come on. Let's keep it fair on all avenues. Nasty is as nasty does. Man or woman, nasty's nasty. But anyway, he gets that and he takes Famous onto a robbing of my shit. He's doing the OJ. He's going in there and steal his own shit. Get the drop on dude, but he's scared as hell. Now, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Now he's got it in his face and he's coming up off it. And at this moment, it's a W. Famous is like, okay, he was nervous about even getting the bag. Famous is nervous about being a part of this whole thing, which lets me know Famous is in deep shit if it really does hit the fan one day. But we'll keep that to the side. And Kanan's split decision to go, nope, just taking my shit back. Because what we going to keep doing? You point a gun in my face, I point a gun in your face, you point a gun in my face. Now we're just gun pointers. Somebody's got to catch an L. And Kanan said it ain't going to be him. So when he beat the shit out of dude and told Famous when he got out of there, like, yo, this way, he knows he will never fucking come back around here again. Not fucking with us, not nothing. All right, he knows his place now. It had to stop. And I don't think so. I don't think no person takes that type of beating in front of his guys, his ugly ass crew. Did you see Buddy Screwfacing him? Look, do me a favor. Go back to the scene where Kanan gets robbed. Look to your right to his short partner. That is the ugliest Sam Cassell face motherfucker. He had the nastiest screw face. He was like, I was like, bro, you over face acting. Like, how do you overact with your face? You'll die laughing. Just promise me. Just trust me. Go back to that scene where Kanan gets robbed. Look at his man's to the his left, your right. To the left of him. You're gonna die laughing. You'll be like, real is a goddamn fool. Just check it out. If you've never seen overacting without using words, you're welcome. You just you just got it right there and now. But that lets me know, A, that Kanan, that after that whole scene, lets me know, A, Kanan is with the shit. All right, he understands some more of the streets and he's implementing it. The gloves are off. So real Kanan is stepping up. So these next episodes should be very fucking interesting. At the same time, it let me know that Kanan got them feet. He was gone. He took off. Police is not catching him. Famous though, Famous. That was disgusting. Famous running. He failed like one of the hot chicks in a Jason movie. Like, bro, what did you just trip over? What did you just? Are you not finna get up? Like, that's how you fall? You fall and just lay flat? I said, bro. So it was like he wanted to get caught. I don't know. And he's screaming Kane like, did you want Kanan to double back and be like, yeah, here I come. Let's go to jail together. So I was nervous. I thought Famous, and then when they found that money, I ain't gonna lie. My first instinct was like, damn, Famous is about to sing in this motherfucker. Kanan run back, telling Rock like, yo, I need you. Famous got locked up, and they gave him a harsh piece of reality. Him and Marvin. I'm not his mama. That's his family problem. They deal with it. And he couldn't tell her that he got taken down with the money that he was supposed to drop off because he ain't supposed to have lost that money. So that's a hard, but yeah. So that's something for a lot of people to see. That's I'm not his mama. It seems cold, but yeah, that's how the world is, man. My responsibility is these people in this house. I don't control nothing else. That's your homie. You and him figure it out. Whatever the fuck y'all done did. Consequences. But and I thought the famous in jail scene was hilarious. Imagine going to jail and no, not getting beat up, not getting sexually molested or harassed. No, imagine going all the way to jail for the first time to get your feelings hurt. That nigga pressed Famous, but let's salute Famous though. He stood tall. When Buddy rolled up on him, about 3 times his size, he looked at that man dead in his face and said, "This is not what you want. I'm not the one to try." I said, "Okay, Famous. I think you finna catch an ass whooping, but I like the words. I like you ain't backing down." And then when he said, "No, yeah, you the streets need a body guy," Famous got so happy until Buddy said, "Yo shit must be trash, cause that's where I last seen it." And they all went to go kiki in the corner. And that nigga was crushed. Famous soul was crushed. And I thought that was hilarious. I thought it was funny. I'm like, yo, this man went to jail and got his feelings hurt. That's you different type of trash when niggas in jail pressing you about your trash ass mixtape. Like that's crazy. That whole situation's crazy. And the song is good though. That was a good song. I'm waiting on it. Why don't somebody drop that? I'm ready to ride around my car talking about streets need a body. That needs to be on my title. That's right. I listen to title. I don't listen to Apple. But salute to Apple Podcasts for you listening. But music, no negative. I listen to title. I stream via title, where all the creators get most of their money. No, this is not an ad, but being a creator, I know how hard it is to make a goddamn dollar on a mic in front of a screen, trying to entertain people. So any chance I get to support other creators, I'm gonna do it the best way I can. And Tidal does that, so just food for thought for y'all. That was a little Rail Loves the People segment. So I hope the creators in the world appreciate that. But what we got up next? Oh yeah, so Kanan goes to his daddy that he stood up earlier that day that is got his detective friend up his ass. Like his partner is still investigating him. She is with his girl. She is with her girl, thinking about this nigga. What is to her? Like she is the biggest anomaly to me. Does she think that he's a criminal, like a mastermind, or like this shooting is bothering her more than the nigga that got shot, and she can't let it go? Is it one of those cop intuition things that she's flowing off of? It's got to be right because there's no other sane reason why she's obsessed at this point with Omar. Like she's obsessed with him. I don't know. It I don't know. But he was able to get his money out. Hey, daddy looking like he coming through. Looking like the dad's popping out. Speaking of dads popping out, how about Marvin coming to the angry meeting, the Angers Anonymous or whatever the fuck that's called, and sharing. That was hilarious. Eating a Slim Jim, explaining his business of drug dealing and how frustrating and angry it makes him. That man Marvin is pure entertainment. That probably was my favorite scene because he was hilarious without trying. Like that dude is a great actor, man. Like I enjoy Marvin every time he's on screen, and then he's forever eating. Like that's just his thing now. Like he eats and does his business. I don't know. I don't know if that's like a tick. I don't know. But he had a whole Slim Jim too. That's that's so funny. But we see old girl, the therapist, slowly falling in love. She thinks he's cute. She's giggling. We know those eyes, fellas. If you ain't never seen those eyes from a woman, you got work to do. Okay. If a woman ain't never looked at you the way they looked at Marvin, you got some work to do. All right. But love yourself first. But then you need to get those type of eyes on you. But any man that's ever seen that look knows what that is. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take that nigga down. That's them eyes. Like, oh yeah, okay, I like this. This is what I like. So that's gonna happen. We all know that. We just sitting back waiting on it. Um, but let's get to the meat of this episode, man. This one was all about Unique versus Rock. Now, I back to me being right because we're gonna stay on this for a minute. Rail being right, we gotta stay on this for a minute. So I was just missing something. So I knew Unique knew the guy that was part of when I first said that. I was like, oh, he must be somebody important. And then when you introduced the mafia, I'm like, okay, that is the dude. So and then all the problems she's having in Jersey, I'm like, okay, so Neek created the problem and he created the solution. See, originally I was thinking Neek and Warrell was working together to get Rock fucked up and then take over something, maybe take over the Jersey move or some way they would fuck Rock over. But Unique is smarter than that because that's even temporary and that even causes war. Unique was so smart that him and Warrior set it up so that they partnered with the Italians, with the mafia, right? The pizza niggas, as Rock would call them, and and then be her only solution. Otherwise, she's at a full out war. So instead of him like starting shit with Rock, he's gonna be her partner. Cause at the end of the discussion, dude, the head mafia dude, Borelli, he comes out with a whole spiel like, oh, I love Neek. He's a family member. We do this. We go. I'm like, really? Yeah, overselling it, right? But implementing her there. But what I do like about Rock is when they met with Unique, after that meeting, she left out and said, it's real fucking convenient how this whole Warrell and Neek thing, and Neek is the solution to all my problems now. Like, it's real convenient how this is all setting up. So Rock's seen it in motion, but she knows from that camping trip that the Italians is coming, and you know, they may have dropped the ball that one, but there's going to be constant attempts. So if she's not gonna be able to move safely and have security, if they willing to follow her from her house out to the woods, no place is safe for her or her son. So as much as she wanted to go to war and held that little meeting to get all the guys around and say, we ain't going nowhere. We taking over everything, brothers. It reminds me of the same meeting Unique had in season one. So, and we see how that worked out for him. Is this going to be a repeat? I think so. I think anybody that holds that speech, whether it be Buddy from the Warriors, can you dig it? Cyrus. Cyrus held that speech. What happened to Cyrus? Got fucked over. He got killed. Unique. He held that same speech. Season one. What happened to him? Lost his whole organization. Rock now hosting that same speech of taking over and we not backing down and we take. Now we just wait. It's a pattern, people. Just don't hold those meetings. It's just bad juju. But so I think Nick's situation is perfect. I think he set it up perfectly. Rock knows it, and I think she respects it. She's like, well played, nigga. But she said, like, anything else, you got this first round. It's a long game. You got this one. And I like that. I like how professional Rock is being. She's really like, okay, he got me. But I seen it. I should have seen it. But I did expand into Jersey. There is a tax. You got to pay some type of tax to somebody. This is going to happen if you want to extend to LA, Chicago, Philly, wherever you go. Idaho. There's a sheriff tax somewhere you're going to have to pay if you think you're just going to move drugs. It is what it is. But, so I think Neek is gonna play nice, him and Warrior. But what I think is he's gonna learn more of the business. He's gonna somehow run into her connect because that's the only piece missing. And Neek already been threatening her connect. I don't know how that relationship would work, but he gonna find some way. Neek is gonna make it up to the lady or provide her with extra money and say, "Hey, look, I promise you it wasn't personal." Neek is gonna find some way to finesse his way back into good graces because Rock still ain't made it right with that lady at the bodega. So she need to watch out. She still got a lot of moving parts. But Lou, before we get out of here, we gotta talk about Lulu. So Lulu finally gets the skinny from Rock. Rock, when Unique said, "How did you miss a butt naked nigga smashing and you had a tech and you ain't kill him?" Like, I don't know, my guy. I don't think your heart's in it. I don't think you wanted to kill him. And I didn't even think about that. You know, I didn't even consider that. But Neek sold that well. Neek is sowing little, little, little shits. I was trying to think of a better word. He's like sowing these little seeds of doubt into Rock's head about her own family. Because even if you hate somebody, they could still have a valid point. And Neek is, I think he found the weak link in Lou. He gonna squeeze until he gets him out, and then he takes over that position, and then he takes out Rock. All he's got to do is get close enough, and he's gonna strike again, for sure. And that means taking out Lou first, then he's gonna have to snipe out Marvin, and then he's coming to the top at Rock. So I think that's Neek's like grand scheme. All the while, he's gonna be making his alliances within her organization of the actual soldiers. So she's gonna need somebody to watch his ass. Like when dude say, "Hey, but Neek has to run the thing in Jersey," she need to have somebody watching after Neek for sure. She already lost a lieutenant due to Neek, and I don't think that dude's finna just take that land down. Let's not be surprised if we see him again. That's quite a possibility. But yeah. So when Lou and Rock had that conversation, um, he even said himself, like, I don't know, maybe he was right. Maybe I told you I didn't want to do that type of work no more. Like, I'm tired of putting in the bodies. And that's fair enough. Like, killing isn't fun, kids. And I totally respect that. But she been at loose head forever. Like, talking to that man like he's not a man. Like, you can't understand how me killing a bunch of people, yeah, I'm doing my job, but, and whatever. So now Rock is talking about, well, maybe I should just get you out of here. Like maybe that's not my subconscious, it's my conscious. Like so now it's a complete rift between those two. Lou took that anger, went to the studio, found Crown. After Rock told him, like, hey, Crown tried to get you up out of there. He tried to get you out the music business. So Lou is freshly pissed. Runs in the Crown. Crown picks today of the days. I'm gonna stand up to him. I'm gonna stand in this. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no music dude. He really, I didn't understand. Crown might be the dumbest person on the show. How many times you gonna let Lou turn his back to you and come back with a right hook? He just did it last episode. This is like Lou's signature move. The turn back, smirk, super right hook, or super straight right. Bro, when he turns his back, don't you know to dodge? Don't you know to push him, create space? I'm like, this nigga's ultimate. This is his fucking mandible claw. This is his stone cold stunner. This is his rock bottom, bro. The Lou, the Lou fist, the Lou McTwisty back right fist, nigga. No, move. But he let it happen again, and Lou got personal with this death. Choked him out. Oh yeah, and Lou smashed his new chick, who resembles his old chick. Lou's got a type, and he must didn't realize she was there when he killed Crown, and Shorty came out the back like, so what do we do with him now? I was like, we. Lou staring at her like, oh shit. So is Shorty really down, or I don't know. And then we see Rock still talking to Cartier, getting business advice. I still think that's bad. I don't know if we want to trust Cartier so much. I like his character, but I don't know. He looked too shifty and shisty for me, man. I would keep a lot of my financials close. I wouldn't trust his banking system. He looked like he will wipe you the fuck out. So I think that might be a hot take. I think Cartier might dip into the Rock Fund because she don't know no better. She's still figuring it out. She's still, I mean, this is her first time being in charge of a major operation. There's going to be bumps and bruises, and Cartier might be one of them hard financial life lessons. All right, Nick already gave her a hard lesson on not having security at your goddamn cash room, and she learned that mafia niggas is really built like that. So I don't know. But this is a great episode. I give it a solid 9 out of 10. I thought it was terrific. And another little scene before I let y'all go. Marvin talking to the dude and finding out that he lives up there where the the white chick stays that he's trying to get to for whatever reason. He put his hand on the shoulder like, "Oh, you stay out there? Oh, okay." Like, so he might get buddy with him. If something is gonna happen between Marvin and Dude to where they get old girl up out of there. They either extort her or her man. Something's gonna happen because Marvin ain't letting this go. So I don't know what his ultimate plan is. I thought I was gonna find out something new this time around, but I didn't. I didn't. He's just getting more information on her, but I don't know what his move is. I can't call it. That's the one thing I can't see right now. But yeah, man. Until next week, man. Protect your health, yourself, your wealth. Your boy Rel is out of here. Peace. Yo, I know I don't need no introduction, but y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Hollywood Rel, and I appreciate you for sliding through and watching these videos. But you know what I need from you? All right, if you ain't already, I need you to like this and subscribe this, man. We at 1,000 trying to get to 2, all right? Push it for your boy. Get them algorithms up. So when it come to that subscribe button,